Happening today, Governor Healey will be in Springfield today to attend graduation for the newest class of state troopers. Those troopers will be sworn in by Healey at the Mass Mutual Center, and the governor will be joined by the interim superintendent of state police, State Representative Carlos Gonzalez, and the commandant of the State Police Academy. These 75 trainees will graduate after having completed 6 months of academy training where they underwent intense academic, physical, and technical training. After today's graduation, those new troopers will be assigned to their barracks. Graduation will take place at 11 o'clock this morning.